right, we're going live. Every Tuesday, we're giving value to everyone. Everyone gets to see what we are doing in these classes. Begin the beginning of their personal development. And it's really about choosing to change yourself. There's nobody that you could ever change. There's no other place in the world that you could ever change other than your own consciousness. And that's really what has allowed me to develop myself, go beyond where I was, create the life that I desired, and continue building the reality that you want. We're going to go into a live intervention technique. And as we go into this technique, we are learning to intervene in our own consciousness and honestly begin to learn what that truly means. You're normally creating reality, but you're not doing it consciously at higher and higher levels, a continual gradual growth of consciousness. The average individual is consciously creating from their awareness and also from their limitations. And really, a lot of times not even becoming aware of their limitations, becoming aware that there's more, and consistently advancing. So these techniques are going to help you to continue advancing, become more aware of what you're not aware of, and then how to apply this information and continue to grow to get the life that you desire. I want everyone to begin by relaxing, bring your awareness, and just the intention to relax, the intention, serenity, the intention of slowing your mind down is actually doing that exactly. Intentionally moving your awareness within so that you can slow yourself down. There we go. I think I've got it now. Are you guys able to hear me fine?
Yes.
Good. Okay. All right. Intention is everything. If you do things without real intention or a truly thought out intention, you're lacking direction. Intention has always been the key to success because you're intentionally going beyond what you see, hear, taste, touch, smell. When you intentionalize something, you're moving into the heart of the mind. And when you move into the heart of the mind, you're also distinguishing how you want to express the heart of the mind. Heart, mind, math, heart, mind, technique. Intention is moving yourself within, going beyond what you see, the without, going beyond the outside world, and then emotionally entangling with vision, with the desire, and what you want to feel like. So every time we're doing these techniques, I want you to intentionally ground. That's what we're doing, is grounding, learning the grounding technique, and then practicing the grounding technique. So as you ground, do this intentionally, that you are grounding in the background. The intention is that you are grounding. You are, as grounding, you're becoming more aware of this grounding, this spiritual, physical connection, and then moving that awareness into the body, harnessing the body at higher and higher degrees. So every day that you're learning this practice, and every day that you're practicing the practice throughout your day of just grounding, see yourself connecting, a light between your eyes, behind your eyes, blue, purplish light, moving into the celestial, connecting like electricity, thunder, moving right back down through your body, then connecting down to Mother Earth, grounding to Mother Earth, sending love, gratitude, gratefulness to the connection, celestial, physical, earthly connection, giving gratitude, gratefulness, appreciation, and restoring higher states of consciousness, intuition, cognition, and that you are becoming more aware and more in control. Control your feelings, your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions, and then moving into the direction that you desire. You can do this all within seconds, but you've got to learn to make that contact, make the connection, create the feeling, Intentionally move your feeling in that direction back to through your body, and then move the connection back to and through your body with the new intention and the desires that you want to unfold. And then you move into action. Okay, we're going to go through this practice. I'll now everyone to release all thoughts. Again, just the act of thinking of releasing all thoughts is intention. Close your eyes. Imagine moving in between your eyes, behind your eyes. And as you are breathing in, I want you to imagine that you're breathing in this blue purplish light. And this blue purplish light is your vital life force. And you're going to change this vital life force, and you're going to move it into gratitude. So you're intentionally breathing in gratitude, gratefulness, and appreciation for this connection. And as you're breathing in, imagine you're going in through your nose, through your body, filling your body, moving into the celestial. As you connect in the celestial, you send love, gratitude, gratefulness, and appreciation for this connection. You move that awareness. It stays connected to the celestial, but you consciously move that light down, still maintaining the light lit in the celestial, through your body, down through every energy center. Moving it through your body, sending love, gratitude, gratefulness, appreciation to your body. This is yours for the time being, and you are a spiritual being experiencing physical reality. Moving down into the Mother Earth, moving into the core of Mother Earth, sending love, gratitude, gratefulness, appreciation for this contact, this connection. Sending love, gratitude, gratefulness, appreciation, moving back into your body. Aligning every energy center, perfect light, perfect balance. Unplugging, releasing any blockages. Flowing, you're in flow state. Moving your awareness back between your eyes, behind your eyes. Breathing out through your nose. Breathing in through your nose. Now I want you to breathe top end. Breathing in, top in, breathing out. So in other words, you're going to breathe in and using your abdominal, not just your chest, not slow, lower breaths. You want to breathe with your abdominal. Breathing in, filling your lower abdominal, but making this contact connection, blue-purple energy moving in, moving into the celestial, moving through your body, down through every energy center, aligning, purifying, clearing, cleansing any negative vibrations, moving through your body down into Mother Earth, moving any negative vibrations out of your body down to Mother Earth, clearing, cleansing, moving right back through your energy centers, aligning, purifying, clearing, cleansing, breathing out through your nose, all the way out till you can no longer breathe out, all the air releasing out of your lower abdominal and chest, so you can no longer breathe out. And breathe in again. The act of breathing in, this vital life force, breathing in gratitude, gratefulness, moving into the celestial, prosperity, universal, cosmic power, moving through your body, down through your energy centers, moving down to Mother Earth, moving back up every energy center, releasing any negative vibrations, then breathing out, fully breathing out, exhaling out. I want you to continue this process, breathing in love, gratitude, gratefulness, appreciation, joy, bliss, moving into the celestial, down through your body, universal cosmic consciousness, releasing all negative vibrations, anything no longer serves you, down through the ground, moving out of every energy center, flowing, moving right back up every energy center, moving between your eyes, behind your eyes, flowing, releasing, exhaling all breath, clearing, cleansing, rejuvenating, regenerating. We do this again. into the celestial, down through your body, releasing all negative vibrations down to Mother Earth, clearing, cleansing, rejuvenating, regenerating, going right back up. Turn your eyes behind your eyes, breathing out. Doing wonderful. Now, as you're breathing in, set your intentions on your goals, your visions. Let's do one more breath, just to practice letting go of negativity. You can do this at any moment. You're going to intentionally release anything that's bothering you. Bring the image to the screen of your mind, any images of things that were not working out, emotional impacts, things from the past, things that are not working out this morning, last week, last month, things that keep repeating. Breathe them in and take the breath. Going down through your body, releasing, letting go into the ground. Move back up through your energy centers. Breathing in again. Releasing, letting go anything no longer serves you. Releasing, letting go anything that you no longer want to keep repeating. Sending love, gratitude, gratefulness, appreciation for the lessons. You are awakened imagination here and now. One more time. Very good. Now, let's set an intention with the vision that you desire to bring to the world. You need to go beyond conditioned circumstances. You could take the images that you're seeing earlier, flip them around, opportunities moving in. I'm so happy and grateful as you're breathing in, so happy and grateful now that opportunities continue to move to me in a continuous basis, and I take advantage and I act on them here and now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Aligning me to my higher purpose. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources of income on a continuous basis. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Breathing it in. Releasing, giving thanks, gratitude, gratefulness for this connection, this contact. Money come to me through multiple sources on a continuous basis. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Opportunities coming to me and I take action on them. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Breathing this slide in again. I'm so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities from multiple sources on a continuous basis. Opportunities flow to me in increasing quantities of multiple sources on a continuous basis. And I take action on these opportunities and I benefit prosperously. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so happy and grateful now that I release anything that does not serve me. Breathing it in. I'm so happy and grateful now that I release any ideas that no longer serve me and I let them go here and now. I'm so happy and grateful now that I release any ideas that no longer serve me, that are holding me back, and I release them all day long. I become more consciously aware. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Expand this light. Just breathe normally. Breathing in through your nose, out through your nose. Imagine that you're releasing this diamond light, blue, purplish energy. It's releasing from your body, releasing from every bone, every muscle, every organ, every cell, every nerve ending, releasing from the bone marrow of every bone. This energy moves out like bees from every bone, moving through every area of your body, rejuvenating, regenerating, clearing, cleansing, repairing, replacing any areas that need attention. Breathing in, moving, rebuilding, regenerating, rejuvenating, cartilage, ligaments, joints, bones, every muscle, every organ, every cell, every nerve ending, all vibrating with this perfect law of vibration. Now, expand that energy, 3 foot out, expand it out, 6 foot out, 12 foot out, 13 feet out. See continually connect and flow through all things, all matter, all form, all time, no time, all things seen, unseen, all known and unknown. flowing through the wood, glass, all metal, iron, steel, stainless steel, nickel, brass, bronze, titanium, all metals, all irons, all stones, moving through Mother Earth, connecting with the roots of Mother Earth, every plant, every tree, globally, moving through Mother Earth, expanding through Mother Earth, moving through the city, through people, through animals, birds, through the ocean, all marine life, seen and unseen, known and unknown, plant life, all seen, unseen, and unknown, moving beyond the planet, connecting to universal cosmic consciousness. Breathing it in. See yourself as a part of this full connection, full connectivity, flowing through all space, all time, all matter, all form. Sit in love, gratitude, gratefulness, appreciation. See this pulse releasing from your body, connecting us on this call, activating higher states of consciousness all day long, becoming more consciously aware, taking the actions, moving in the direction of your visions and goals. Lots of love, gratitude, gratefulness, appreciation, joy, bliss, prosperity, power, success, universal, cosmic, power, earthly, success. Thank you, thank you, thank you. To feel this energy more, you can cross your hands. Activate yourself, going beyond your normal field, connecting to this ever-present field of consciousness. Feel this energy flowing in through your body, clearing, cleansing, rejuvenating, regenerating, connecting. Feel this energy flowing through your body. Feel the new field of consciousness. Remember that you are energy. You always have been. You just haven't been making the connection consciously. Intention. Coloring this energy. Feeling this energy. It's the vital life force of which you are. This is you. If you notice, you feel this feeling, surging feeling flowing through your body, causing your body to act and behave as it would have never have behaved. To act, feel, and behave as it would have never have behaved. This intention every day is awakening your imagination, awakening your cognition, higher states of consciousness, connectivity, cognition, higher states of cognition, and it's making you aware that you are not just your body, that you are a field of consciousness living in a body, and you can literally tap into that field and change biofield by change, and then moving that change in the biofield, energetic field of consciousness, your vital life force, and then accelerating, changing the alchemical part of the body, the chemistry of the body. You can do a quick round throughout the day and remember this frequency. Make this your new home frequency, new awareness. If you feel your vibration has changed, you can quickly just imagine the ground moving through your body, Mother Earth, move your hands out, change the field, accelerate the field of your energy. You can do this in the bathroom, change the energy, raise your vibration, frequency. Remember, you don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. Whatever frequency you're on, that's what you're attracting. Do this before meetings, do this before phone calls, do this all the time. You feel your energy change, you've got to move it back into place. Thank you, guys. How's everyone feel?
Wonderful.
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 Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Winning, 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 and I always go to winning. How does it feel? Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Wonderful. Winning for me, there is no first place, there is no second or thirds, there's just movement. Winning is the continual, gradual advancement of consciousness. You look at lower state of consciousness that thinks as winning, I won first, I went first, second, third. There's no such thing. That's an idea. Because even the person that won first, well, one day we'll be replaced. So there's no first place. There's a continual, gradual graduation of consciousness, evolution, mental, spiritual, mental, physical. And if we only stay physical, we never reach higher states of mental. And if we always stay mental, we never reach higher states of spiritual consciousness. But it's about integrating it all here and now, between your eyes, behind your eyes. That's the key. We're going to move into, now we're giving the class. I've got it right now framing up in YouTube and also in the subscriber page. And you guys that may see this later on have the opportunity to subscribe. You subscribe, you're getting this information as well throughout the week, not just on Tuesdays. We're also going to be giving information Tuesday night, Tuesday morning, Tuesday night. We do an hour class every day, and we're giving you guys a lot of value. So you got to take advantage. You have to literally go beyond what you know. You got to cause yourself to act and behave as you would never behave, because you're the only problem you'll ever have. You're the only solution. Your habits are a product of who you are today, and you got to change them. Change your mindset, you change your life. I want to move into, I've got Ricardo here as well. And Marilu, I think you are assisting as well throughout the week. If you're talking, you're on mute.
Could you repeat?
You're assisting throughout the week?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So I want to discuss a little bit of, let's start with the intervention technique. I want to touch that for about 5 minutes. And let's move into the intervention technique that we just taught. Ricardo's a neuroscientist, more than 50 years of neuroscience, and also studying and evolving origins of consciousness. And let's get a little insight on what we just went through right now, and how that can advance us, as well as the TM technique that we go through at 7 a.m. And what are the benefits on raising your consciousness and causing your bio and your chemical fields to change. Ricardo?
Yeah, hi. Hello, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning, good morning. So what would you like me to focus on right now?
Let's go over 5 minutes, 7 minutes of intervening in your own consciousness. What are the benefits of that?
Oh, well, what a question. Well, okay. Darn. You sure make it easy.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Yeah, it is a very, 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 very complex process, definitely. And you are wanting to boil it down to a procedure to intervene in that process on those bunch of processes. It's not only one. So that's what makes, like I say, it is a very complex thing. But it is up to us, scientists and experimenters and stuff, to be able to understand the whole thing so that we can offer recipes. People want recipes, procedures, so that they can handle the recipes, the procedures, and apply it to their lives,
Yeah.
So that's what we're here for. No, we have to do that. But behind that, behind what Abraham has just taught you, God, is an extremely complex thing, no? So it's our job to digest this so you don't have to, and then boil it down to a procedure, which is what we're doing, TM is a procedure. The life intervention techniques they're procedures. And the procedures that Abraham is teaching us, life intervention techniques, they're based on 3 different components that he's emphasizing one over the other, but all 3 are always the same, always present in any of the 3 techniques. But he separates, he extracts different 3 different components from what he's teaching them. One, he gives emphasis on color, so it gives instructions around the procedures around color. The other one, he gives emphasis on oxygen, on respiration, on breathing. So he gives emphasis with the instructions on breathing, but color is there. But he's giving emphasis so that your attention goes from one thing to the other to the other. And then the other one is vibration itself, to the chakras, the energy centers of the body, And those energy centers are the expression of how consciousness literally is working on us,
It's
throughout.
awakening.
Yeah, and you can waken it up by handling all these colors distributed in these energy centers. So there's 3 different techniques that have all three components present, but one of them has to be emphasized over the other. That's why you get three. You know, energy in terms of vibration, color, and then breathing. You know?
Let's tap into one other area, and it's becoming one with that vital life force with intention.
Would that be present also in all three, or you want to emphasize it just without going deeply or more thorough?
Let's just emphasize on that vital life force. What is that vital life force to you?
Oh, wow. Well, again, make it easy. Well, I'm calling what you're doing as after watching you live intervention techniques, because you're actually wanting to wake from the. Remember, you're doing a procedure. People are who are watching you are outside of your skin. They are inside of their skins, and they have to learn to deal, to cope with, to steer that is which is inside of their own skins.
Well
So
done. That is what is within.
yeah, that's what it is. But you're outside of them, no?
Yep.
We are here looking at you, but you are inside your skin. So, so that's always an interaction. All interactions imply that, no? So Ray Corrado, he's a great friend of yours, but you can't get in what's behind his skin. You can't. But you can give instructions, you can give orders, so that he listens, and then his brain will decipher all that, and it becomes for him a procedure that you've given him.
Yep.
Right?
And then as he learns to become one with that vital life force and consciously move it, he's literally awakening the imagination, awakening the field called spirit. He's awakening that consciousness. That can be as it would have never have behaved. And I want to go further because we haven't talked about it much, but on the neurofeedback and right now we're teaching this intervention technique, and I'm teaching you how to do it so that you learn yourself and you begin to learn that energy within yourself. But as well as I do have the ability to remote in and work with your field so that you do feel it. But that's something that we would later discuss if somebody wanted to do that. But yes, I do have the ability to intervene into that field of consciousness with you, even at a distance. And we've been able to measure it as well, the interaction of that intervention. So we are literally consciousness, and we're not separate, but we actually a unified field of consciousness. The separation has been in awareness.
Yeah, indeed. And not only between us humans. I mean, anything that is alive is sentient, not necessarily conscious, but it is sentient. And maybe you want to share with people your experience with your dog, how you influence him to do his own needs just because you want him to do. Even though the dog didn't feel any need to pee or to poo, you made him do the actual movements.
Yeah, we can talk about. I'll just touch it real lightly. I want everyone to start recognizing how we telepathically are communicating without even being aware of it. But the more you're aware of it, the more you can do it. So everything's about practicing. You don't practice it, you don't get it, and it doesn't come forth. But everybody has done it, and I've watched people set an intention to an animal, and the animal goes and does it. How is it the animal is being taught how to do a movement without being trained in your vocabulary, but yet they go and do it? Now, some of you have said, well, we're thinking now, well, I did teach them the word. Before you taught them the word, and you were creating an intention for the dog, go catch the ball. The very first time, if some of you have had a pup from a pup, and the pup had never had played catch, but you think, go catch the ball. And as you're thinking, I'm throwing the ball and he's going to go grab it and bring it to me. And you're seeing the vision, and then all of a sudden he goes and does it. That's more than normal. If he's going and grabbing the ball, maybe he plays with it, he's still picked up to go play with the ball. If he was totally without consciousness, maybe he would just look at you and the ball would just land and it would have no clue. Not even to go move towards the ball. It would just look at you. Let's take a human. If the human does not have a higher level of consciousness and their level as more at a vegetative state, You may talk to them and they wouldn't even move, depending on what's neural linked to the neuroplasticity in the brain. You may throw a ball and they just stare at you. You may pinch them and they don't feel it. You may poke them and they don't feel it at all. So again, depending on your consciousness to memories, to intention, to movement, that is what makes you more than a stone, more than an animal. So we're talking about is consciousness in different states. Now I just want to tap into the TM technique. What is the TM doing that we go through at 7:30 a.m. on the English class? We're doing a TM practice. What is that doing for people?
Well, in order to, when you want to talk about TM here, by contrast with the life techniques you teach, life techniques are wanting to create, to instill, to create, and to install an order in among the signal to noise ratios that we use when we think. There are signals, there's also noise, and there's a signal to noise ratio. And the more noise there is, the less signal there is. The more signal there is, the less noise there is. And your life technique, that's exactly what it is impinging upon, to give some order to all the noise and all the signals that a person wants to give, with which a person wants to direct a particular purpose and go somewhere and get there. And that's where you are impinging upon that, and which is a very important thing to do. But TM works the other way around. The TM works with silence. How do I take your mind, the chattering mind, which is always chattering, that's what's called chattering mind, always chattering with a certain degree of signal to noise ratio. It is chattering with a lot of noise and little signal. It is chattering with a lot of signal and very little noise. Independently of that, what TM does, it impinges upon the mind a command to shut up.
Slow down.
Slow down, which implies
And ultimately silence.
that's it.
We want to get to complete silence, 0 point energy, right? And what we're talking about here is this TM is going to allow you to have access to move into that space in an empty space where you literally begin to shut out. Some people call it the monkey mind. Some people call it the chattering mind. And we want to go there. And the reason we want to go there is because we really get into the depths of ourselves. And also, what does that do in relation to releasing those codes, programs? What's going to happen there when they arrive at that place?
That's exactly it. No, the noise I'm referring to is defined by, is constructed by, is built by all the programs that we simply installed in ourselves through our first 21 years of age.
Or were installed both. They were. How what's a good word to identify exposure? We were exposed to
exposure.
We're directly exposed to intelligence. Somebody else's, not our own. Right. So by the exposure of that intelligence, we were programmed with that information, and that information becomes our formation. And
this is very true. I mean, we are surrounded by people, our parents, most primary people when we are born, that there has to be, I mean, we are parents ourselves. So I know myself that when I intervene with my son, there is an intelligence working in the intervention, but there's also stupidity. I've seen my stupidity working, definitely. And there are programs that are organized from our parents and our peoples, the director of the school, the teacher of the school, and everybody, any adult that is, there are programs that are constructed upon intelligence, but there are also programs that are constructed on stupidity. That's a fact. And I'm using the word stupidity not in the sense of offending anybody, insulting. No. I'm using the word stupidity in the sense of a technical word. Because if a child or you as an adult, you came out into the world, you have to go through your brain to come out into the world. Because without that, you are not able to control your 640 muscles to do and say stuff. It is the brain who does that controlling, not you. You have to control the brain, which in turns, it will control the body. So you have to go out into the world, and you've got to pass by, go through the brain, and then you enmesh yourself with the brain. No, that's exactly what my work describes. How the hell does that enmeshing happen? Well, that's a very important thing. But as you do that, you see, if you are allowed on the outside by your parents, by the situation, by the circumstance, by the events, you are allowed to enmesh yourself in your own terms in your brain, then the brain gets activated with your presence in it. You see, and so the brain recognizes who the hell he is, the brain is serving, who he is, the brain serving, giving service to, because the brain is there to give service to us. But we have to go out into the world through the brain and dwell the brain in our own terms. That's the whole thing. And if you do that, then the brain offers you a capacity to pay attention, capacity to keep the attention, capacity to be alert, capacity to be on guard, the capacity to be aroused. All that happens in the brain, not in the mind. But you go out to the brain, and the brain offers those services if you enmesh yourself, if you dwell in the brain in your own terms. That's extremely important. But at the same time, then there's intelligence in whatever you do, you see. And then intelligence comes from your own terms. You enmesh yourself in your brain, man. You're there. That's called presence. There's presence. And people outside will automatically recognize it, automatically, and give you the respect and the dignity that corresponds to your presence. But if you came out into the world and you were not allowed to enmesh yourself in your own terms, then there's a state of stupor. Stupor is like, like in a trauma, in a trance. That's exactly what happens. That's called stupor. And then you are there, but in absence. You're not there in your own terms, man. You're there without being conscious of your own terms. So what do? The brain needs direction. It must have direction. So if you are there in your own terms, those terms include the direction you want to give your brain to do stuff for you. You see, you impinge a direction on the brain, on all the neurons. That's what you do when you're present there. But if you're absent, if you're not there in your brain in your own terms, what happens? The brain will immediately want to say, okay, we've got to protect this guy from himself. Now we've got to do that. And so he's just got to survive. That's all he can do, just survive. And
And then you're just reacting.
that's the only thing you can do. And that leads to a state of stupor. It's called stupor. So when you are in a stupor state, there is no intelligence there. There's stupidity. Stupidity comes from stupor. You see, and so you make decisions based on your stupor. That is called stupidity. That's exactly what Einstein was referring to when he said, I know of two things that are infinite. Two things that are infinite, said Einstein. One is the universe, and two, human stupidity. That's what he is referring to. Okay? So, I mean, not everything is glamour, Hollywood. No. There is stupor and there is stupidity in the programs we take for ourselves. Okay?
And identify with, ultimately.
Oh yeah, that's a mechanism. You
Yep.
take a program for yourself because you identify with it. The underlying mechanism is exactly that. And identification is something that happens in the mind, not in the brain. But you see, it compromises the brain. But the origin of identification is in the mind. And you've got to identify. You have to attach yourself. The first 21 years of life, all experiences you have, all of them, okay, any experience in the first 21 years of your life implies two things. Any experience, 20% and 80%. 20% of any experience is what happens to you. You had no control over that. That's 20% of any experience is what happens to you. 80% is what you do with it. Aha. That's
If you're aware. If you're aware.
Exactly.
Otherwise, 80% of it becomes what you're ready to do.
That becomes that because in that 80%, you
Face.
have no choice to be in your brain in your own terms. So what you gotta do, take other people's terms, or take no term at all.
Yeah, you just go back to the terms that you were given, and you keep replaying those.
And
That's what the majority of people conduct the rest of their life is just they're replaying what they already know.
Yeah, that's it. No, that basically that's the story, the history of mankind. No, these last 2 million years.
Now there's the silent majority that keep expressing what they know, and then there's a few that are going beyond common results, common mentality, common thinking, and they're the creators of what we experience. If you're not creating your own reality or creating value for others, you're not contributing to society. You're just literally a consumer. And if you live your whole life as a consumer, consuming, you never create values. You just consume values, other people's values. And that's why the 30% are in control of that 95 to 98%, not because the 95 or 98% couldn't do the same. They choose not to. Listen to what I'm saying.
Yeah, we are comfort creatures, no?
Choice. If you're
Choice.
programmed to consume, you just simply consume. If you're programmed to have the mindset of value production, every time you think about earning money, every time you need to earn money, you're going to move right into you value production. That means you are trading your time for money. And that's how you earn money. Value creation is creating values for others. Create products, sell services for other people. The consumer mentality is to work for money. They're worlds apart. Worlds apart. And we don't understand that. We keep living in the same manner. I want to, Marilu, do you have maybe some key points in mindset reset and focusing on
The points.
intention?
What points do you need?
If you brought any points to discuss on mindset reset, maybe a story that you can use on controlling with your will, self-confidence and controlling with your will. Where in life have you controlled with your will? We think in stories. Where in life have you controlled a condition or circumstance to evolve with self-confidence and will, concentration? And Marilu is learning English at the same time, but I put her on the spot. She's normally helped me out in Spanish.
I'm learning.
May I give a quote while she's thinking and getting her things together? May I quote what Winston Churchill said about this thing?
Mm-hmm.
It's really beautiful. Please take notice of that. He says, "We make a living by what we get, but we make our life by what we give."
Mm-hmm. I can give maybe to help start you off. When we went to Cusco, and we decided to spend the week with Dr. Luis Albera. I think I'm trying to get his last name correctly without saying
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Jose Luis Perez Alvela. Jose Luis.
Mm-hmm. We would never have arrived there unless we would have done what? How did we get that opportunity? the only way that we could have. Intention. And this is why I want everyone to understand it. You don't get in life what you want. You get in life what you intend. Intention is the secret to go beyond what you know. To go once pass through time, matter, form, to penetrate all space, time, and form is intention. I remember Marty Lou setting up some phone calls, made the connections, and that intention pierced through space, time, matter, and form, made the connections, and then we went to go experience that part of the imagination that was creating a neural connecting link. But we're talking about something that's unseen again, but yet materialistically it unfolded. And a lot of us, we don't take the, how would I say it? We don't see the magnitude of what we truly are. We miss it. So many of you are missing the magnitude of who you and what you really are. And because you miss the magnitude of who and what you are, you can very well miss life. When you understand that you are creative by nature, then you are a spiritual being experiencing a physical reality, and that you have the ability to mold and shape reality according to your thoughts. When you can really understand that that concentrated force of a vision, holding a vision on purpose, holding a direction on purpose, will literally begin to unfold reality according to the vision. Unfold a reality according to your intentions. Now, if you really don't intend much and you don't intend much after that, then the field collapses and moves back to the old intention, the old way of thinking, and the old form of existence. Clearly understand that life is a moving target, and you are consciously moving that target, or the subconscious and its memories are moving the target for you. Everything after that is just experiential. It's something that's coming. If you're not in charge of the images, the image making process in your life, you're giving it up to your old images, your old programming. And the mind is a perpetual transmutation of that energy. It doesn't stop. It does not stop the image making process. Its job is to continually bring images. And if you're not there and you don't consciously want to be there to intervene, it quickly and automatically goes back to the images in your subconscious, interacts with that, interlaces with that, intervenes, entanglement. Here we come with entanglement, the word entanglement. And it begins to fire and wire, accelerating time, matter, and form. And you will experience it. Do we have any questions for anyone? I see that we're at our time. Questions from anyone? Questions on Facebook, YouTube? If you have any questions, you guys can put them on. We'll answer them as we go. That's what we're here for. We have this live community on Facebook that we are really building, constructing, and you guys have the opportunity to ask your questions in there, interact, set your goals, show me your goals, and really accelerate the life that you desire. Life can be anything you want, but you've got to be there and you've got to make choices. It's decision day. And the truth is that every day is the decision day. You're either doing it consciously or consciously the decision is being made for you. We are going to get ready to move into our TM, Transcendental Meditation. And thank you guys. We're going to be shutting down the platform. Everybody have a blessed day. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Marilu, Ricardo,
Thank
and
you.
everybody have a wonderful day. Be closing out the page for subscribers. And we can move into our TM part.
Okay. So we've been exposed to a lot of information. A lot of energy has been moved. So now we're going to take it inside, okay? Take the whole thing inside. Allow it to happen, please. Just sit down comfortably.